Welcome YouTube. So as you know what this video is all about. Let's start this video without further ado. This system is my OpenCore dual booted Hackintosh system, Windows 10 with the macOS BigSur. I'm going to use Clonezilla bootable USB flash drive which is already attached to the system, whose drive you want to clone, and required an external mass storage drive for saving the image. Here, first time rebooting my system, and we'll show you booting into macOS BigSur and Windows 10 one by one from the OpenCore boot menu. Now let's start booting from the Clonezilla external bootable USB flash drive. Here is the boot menu of Clonezilla Live. When Clonezilla first loads, press enter to accept the default settings. Clonezilla will proceed to boot. Select the default language. Here I have selected my default language English. Press enter to choose the default keyboard layout option. The following screen will ask if you want to start Clonezilla or enter shell. Press enter to start Clonezilla itself. Clonezilla will now ask you to choose its operating mode. If you want to make a copy of your hard drive as a disk image, choose the first option, device image. Next, you need to choose where you want Clonezilla to save your image. Usually what you'll be using is the first local dev option. This option will let you clone a hard disk to an internal or external hard disk. Note though, that since the image is pretty big, you will want the external drive to be at least as big as the drive you're imaging. If using external hard disk or USB flash drive as repository, insert one of the same and wait a few seconds. Here as you can see that available disk is my internal disk which is showing up, which is the Samsung 250GB SSD. Here I have connected my external disk with the system. Clonezilla is scanning the disks on the machine in every few seconds, and show you the results. Once you see the device you have inserted shown on the status, you have to press Ctrl and C to quit the scanning report. Next, you should choose which repository holds your image. As you can see here, partitions labeled like SDA and SDC. The partition that ends in A is the primary partition, and you must not overwrite it. Here SDA1, SDA2, SDA3 is my Windows 10 partition, and SDA4 is Apple APFS partition in which macOS is installed. And SDC1, SDC2 partitions are of my external disk, which is the mass storage device. Here I am going to select the SDC2 partition of my external disk to save the image. Press enter to continue. Now press the tab key to select done and then press enter to continue. Again press enter to continue. Here choose the beginner mode. Now, as you can see here that we have the options to choose from, save disk and restore disk, which I'm going to use. Now select the save disk option. Enter the image name. A good idea here is to include a date, that would help you to easily determine which backup it is. Here I'm entering Samsung as the image name. It will be easy for me to determine the image because I have other saved images in the partition. And press enter to continue. Here my source disk, or local disk, is SDA, which I want to save. You can press the space key to mark your selection. An asterisk will be shown when the selection is done. This option will let you clone a hard disk to an internal or external hard disk. Now select the second compression option, for faster, and the size is slightly smaller than that of gzip. Skip checking, or repairing source file system. Select the second option, no, to skip checking the saved image, and press enter to continue. Press enter, not to encrypt the image. By default, we will choose later, but if you have decided, you can choose to reboot or power off the machine. Now press enter to continue. Clonezilla will now begin the image creation. Type Y for yes to continue. Clonezilla is saving disk image, SDA, to the partition of second disk, SDC2. Clonezilla now is saving disk SDA as an image. As far as imaging tools go, it is actually pretty fast and snappy. That means that it would take anywhere from half an hour to 3 hours. This depends on your drive's size, how much data it has, as well as the interface you use to transfer the data. Once it completes, you're good to reboot your machine. In case anything happens, you now have a fully working backup of your drive. Here I would like to draw your kind attention, as you can see here, file system raw, which is the Apple's APFS partition. The image creation or cloning process is successful here. Now press enter to continue. Here I'm choosing the option reboot, to reboot the system. Here finished the first part of the video. Till now you have seen how to clone Hackintosh system with Clonezilla, or how to create an image of a hard disk using Clonezilla. Now you are going to see how to restore the saved disk image from the external hard disk. Steps will be the same, but this time we will be choosing the option, Restore Disk, in spite of the Save Disk option. Before I boot into the Clonezilla bootable USB flash drive and start the process to restore the disk from an image, let me first boot into the Windows partition, and delete my macOS partition. So at the end of the video, all of my viewers will see that if restoring the image with the Clonezilla software is successful or not. Now as you can see here, that in the OpenCore boot menu, the option to boot into macOS is not available. This time I'm booting into the Clonezilla external bootable USB flash drive to start restoring the disk image. This time my external hard disk is already connected with the system, in which the disk image is saved. Here, as you may know, that the disk image which was saved earlier in this video is saved in the partition SDC2 of the external hard disk. So I'm going to select the same partition. Here is the disk image with the name Samsung, which I'm going to choose. Now press the Tab key on your keyboard to choose Done, and then press Enter to continue. Again press Enter to continue. This time you have to select the option, Restore Disk in spite of saved disk. And press Enter to continue. Choose the image file to restore. Here I'm going to choose Samsung. Press Enter to choose the target disk to be overwritten. Skip checking the image before restoring. Press Enter to choose the by default first option. Press Enter to continue. Type Y for yes to continue. Again type Y for yes to continue. Clonezilla is restoring disk image on second disk, SDC2, to first disk, SDA. When everything is done, Clonezilla will prompt you if you want to run it again, when something goes wrong, or you want to choose different options, for instance, power off, reboot, or other options. Press Enter to continue. Here restoring is done. You can ignore the error line here on the screen with the red color. This is my end side problem. But the restoration of a disk image was got successful. Now here I'm rebooting the system to check and make sure that the macOS partition is restored, or not, which I had deleted earlier in this video. Also, check booting into Windows. So watch the video till the end without skipping. This is going to be the end of the video. Here ends with the second part of the video. The easiest approach to create a Clonezilla bootable media is to use the Clonezilla ISO file with Rufus, a third-party tool. First, The thing I'm going to download here is the Rufus portable tool. The second thing I will be going to download is the Clonezilla ISO file. That's it for this video. I hope this video will found useful to you, and, if you want to give any feedback on this video please let me know in the comment box below of this video. Don't forget to like, share this video with your friends, and, subscribe to my channel for watching more videos related to Hackintosh, and, other interesting tech videos. Stay tuned for new videos notification. See you soon.